Time for yet a small update on my little prostate adventure. As I mentioned in my last video, I had a really tough time digging myself out of the hole I had when I came back from Pattaya. There's a lot of reasons for it, I suppose. One of them was that I did not keep on track with my normal protocol, so I kind of lost faith that it will be working. And it was nice to meet friends, and when I was down there I got kicked out of my everyday habits, and there's a great need of maintaining habits if you want to cure yourself, because there's so many things you have to do every day. Now I've been back for a couple of weeks and I am back in my usual self, and I'm happy and I'm very optimistic. I've got another 2 weeks to go, then I've got to have my next PSA test done. And obviously I'm having my hopes up that it's below 78. If it's below 78, yeah, I haven't decided yet really. I mean, it has to be below 78 for me not to do the hormone treatment for a short amount of time. But if it is below 78, I might not do it, because I've still got some various tools in the box that I can use. And for this specific period, apart from a little bit of off trail, the first week of this period, this next month of testing, then I have tested a few other things. And right now I am on some algae extract that's called astaxanthin. I don't know if you can read that there. So I'm taking 24 milligrams, 12 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, which is supposed to be significantly more potent than vitamin C. In addition to that, I am also taking Amygdalin, and that has been a very big controversy, but I mentioned it in my other videos, and I didn't know how far I could go with it, so I took 400 milligrams in the morning, had no reaction. The next morning, 400 milligrams, no reaction. Then I decided to go for 400 milligrams in the afternoon as well, so we are 800 milligrams of amygdalin powder a day. I think I got diarrhea because of it. I'm not 100% sure, but I've been on that 800 milligrams, 2 times 400 milligrams a day for almost a week now, or about a week now, and there are no problems. I mean, if the worst problem I can have on that one is a bit of diarrhea, I don't mind it. But the art is, as I've mentioned so many times before, not just what you take, but also the amount you take it and the frequency you take it, and it's all in the darkness for me. I really don't know what is the right thing, so I'm working very much with intuition. There is some other options coming up. I have been taking CBD regularly. I've had a week's break now, but I'm on it again. But I don't know what the content is. I don't know how he's made it. I've tried to contact the seller, and he's, for some odd reason, refusing to return answers to me. So now I'm looking into making my own CBD, and tomorrow I'm heading out to Kongan and for other reasons, and I'll be using that opportunity to take a look at some of the shops there to see if I can buy some flower buds, and then I'll be making my own CBD. I know exactly what it is. I've ordered all the various oils and things that I need on Lazada, so I'm hoping that is going to be soon. I also realized that there's been some good result using citrus pectin powder for prostate cancer treatment, but I ordered it and I realized it was more for the culinary aspect that I ordered, because there's something called modified citrus pectin powder, and that has been processed in a way that it's easier absorbed in your body, and that seems to have had some significant positive impact on metastatic prostate cancer in slowing it down. And I very much would like to do that, much rather than I wanted to do a hormone treatment. So I'm trying to figure out where I can get my hands on that, and it seems very tricky. I've found a few places in the US, but they have a 20-day to 25-day before they will ship it, and then I'll probably have to wait for another 2 weeks before I get it, and it is incredibly expensive. I think we're talking $150 for a pound of powder, and so that's like 450 grams of powder, and you need apparently 5 grams a time 3 times a day, so that's 15 grams a day, which equals a pound of powder a month. So $150 a month to do that. It's definitely got to be some potent stuff in order to venture down that one. It's more expensive than the hormone treatment, but it's also much safer. It's also with a lot less side effects, so obviously you can't compare that. But if I have to do both, then it's starting to hurt me a bit. But I'm very curious to see that. And then there's another one, that's the RSO, but I want to try and see if I can make RSO myself. They do say it's a 90-day treatment, and they do say you need about 1,000 milligram of RSO a day, which basically, for the 60 days that you are on that high doses, renders you absolutely worthless. And that means in turn that I have to be able to stay without work for that amount of time if I want to see if that works. So there are still some tools in the box that makes me very positive. So unless I see my PSA has gone totally AWOL on me, I'm pretty sure I might not start on that treatment yet. But I will go to the hospital tomorrow and I'll take a look, and I'll talk to the radiation specialist to see what he says. If it is so that I will do that in April or May, whenever it is. So anyway, a lot of the positive attitude comes from the fact that I feel like I can make a difference. I feel like that there is progress, and I feel like that there are still options to be played with. So I hope it's not all out. But there is so many scammers out there, and they're so bloody good at making stories up that gives you hope. And it just works the opposite way around when you realize that they're scammers. So I'm curious to see what's coming up next. Really am. So anyway, this is the update. I have got 2 remedies that I'm using, the astaxanthin or whatever it's called, algae kind of extract, and I've got Amygdalin. And the next step, which I'm hoping to get my hands on very soon, is the Pectin, the citrus, and the modified the citrus Pectin. But let's see how that works. Until next time, as always, stay healthy.